Hi there, guys. Hello. Welcome.
How are you doing?
We're going to have a little dance, a little boogie.
Waiting for a few more people to join.
This is amazing, guys. We are in our front room.
Yes. Tiny little living room.
My name is Elliot Naughty.
And I'm Josie Pitcher.
Together, we are...
Naughty Pitcher.
Naughty Pitcher. So naughty as in... Naughty.
Naughty. And Pitcher as in the jug of cocktails.
It was meant to be. So we are Art Sippers, and welcome to Art Sippers.
Yay!
So what we do...
Experience show.
Art Experience Show, we bring you art and a cheeky sip. A cheeky little sip. Today we're sipping on some alcoholic sparkling water. It's a hard seltzer. Is it good?
Very good.
So we love bringing you a cheeky sip, and we want to know what you're sipping on tonight. It can be an alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverage. We want you to sip.
Let us know.
Guys.
Let's see if we've got anyone here. Let's get a live comments.
Guys,
Oh, hi Amanda's beauty page. How are you?
this is why we have this amazing tool. So if you're new to Art Sippers, this tool is one of the most important tools of the evening. So when you hear this lovely bell, that means you have to have a sip. I've heard the bells, I'm going to have a sip. I've heard the bells, so the sip is happening right now. Beautiful. So when you have a sip, that allows you to just relax. You'll find that once you start creating art, you're going to get zenned out. And that's beautiful. But with that little cheeky sipping bell, that means that you'll take a little moment to just down tools and have a sip.
Yeah, we also have one rule at Art Sippers.
Oh,
so
what's the rule?
no judgment. This is the one thing we take seriously.
The only thing we take seriously at Art Sippers.
And when we say no judgment, what we mean is basically no judging your own work.
It's true.
A lot of people probably haven't painted since they were at school, or maybe never painted, you never know.
Lots of amateurs, and we love it if you're an amateur here.
Yeah, so just make sure not to judge your process. Don't judge anyone else's work. If you're sitting there with friends or family, do not judge their work. No laughing.
We find that when you're doing art, it's a very vulnerable place to be. So no judgment rule is the only thing that we love, and it makes you feel comfortable to create. Express yourself on the canvas.
We're looking forward to all of you guys being here.
Actually,
So I'm just going to quickly show you the tools. So hopefully you've got some tools ready. If you're following us on Instagram, I did tell you kind of what to prepare. But no worries, I'll go through it now. So,
Good catch.
So I've got 3 brushes. I've got the big brush, the big flat brush.
Big brush.
Big brush. And then I've got a medium filbert, so it's a little rounded one. And then I have got the small brush.
Love it.
So this is a little detail brush. And I've also got a pencil. We're going to need a pencil to sketch out the bee today, the beautiful bee. And then, guys, I've got a palette knife. If you don't have a palette knife, it's totally fine. I can kind of teach you a way how to use it with your big brush. Or you can just improvise. I know someone's used sticks and stuff before, so palette knife.
Make it happen.
Also, I've got some bubble wrap. So if you've got any bubble wrap, go find some. This is some big bubble wrap and some small bubble wrap. You don't need both, just grab some bubble wrap if you've got any. We use it for the honeycomb effect.
It really does look amazing when you use that. So make sure you go grab some quickly. If you haven't got any.
Definitely. And some paper towel and some tap water.
Guys, this is really important. If you've got some tap water, try not to dip your paintbrush into the tap water. It happens a lot in our classes. So usually when we're not doing this, we actually do this in bars and pubs around London. And you won't believe how many people dip their drinks into...
Dip their brush into their drink?
The paint water. But you know what? Most of them still drink it.
It's not bad.
Most of them still drink it.
So today I'm going to be using acrylic paints. I've got a selection of acrylic paints here. It's okay if you don't have acrylic paints today, if you've got your watercolours, if you've got pens, pencils, totally fine, get creative, do what you can. But these are the acrylic paints I've got today, and I'm going to be teaching the acrylic paint method. So we've got some white, some black, I've got some phthalo blue, which is like a turquoise colour. It doesn't look like turquoise much on the screen, but it is turquoisey colour, teal colour. And then I've got some cerulean blue. If you haven't got the phthalo blue, it's okay. We can make a turquoise using blue, yellow, and white. So don't worry about that. I've also got a couple of pinks. We always usually paint our paintings, our art paintings.
There are brand colours.
In our brand colours, you can see.
So pinks, blues, and yellows.
Yeah, so we do it in the Art Sippers colours. We encourage you guys to paint in your own colours at home. Mix it up. You can have a purple background, a purple thistle. You can have a green background, or you can just do a bit more greenery on it.
Get creative, guys. That's the number one rule.
So yeah, a couple of pinks. I've got magenta and fluorescent. I've got yellow, and then I've got gold. So you don't have to have gold. If you don't have gold, it's fine. It just adds to the painting if you do. So if you don't have gold, definitely try and get some because it really does make the painting pop. And I did the gold bits with the bubble wrap there. So that's the tools. We also have a competition today.
Guys, you can win some prizes.
Yes,
you can
let's go to the competition.
Oh, look at that. Guys, you can win some prizes today. So this is the high-tech competition wall. So we are going to be asking you some artifacts, and that's going to be some trivia. And if you answer correctly, we're going to get your name on the board. And if your name goes on the board, we're going to put you in a nice little hat at the end.
Bin, look.
We're going to put your name in the little cheeky bin, and if your name's in there, we can pop your name out and you can win a prize. So we got some fantastic prizes today. We got 3 prizes, and I'm going to tell you them right now. There we go. So the third prize is 2 tickets to the Wildlife Photographer of the Year exhibition at the Natural History Museum. So that's the third prize, guys. It's a great prize. The second prize is 2 tickets to this. Well, not this, but Art Sippers Live. So our show, when you can come and see us live, Art Sippers, this is 2 tickets to you and a friend and a mate. It's a great date night. It's a great time to enjoy. 2 tickets for you. That's the second prize. And the top prize, guys, this prize is, it's really good. Natural History Museum have amazing events, and they have the silent disco and they have yoga events. And if you win the top prize, guys, that could be yours. You can choose which one you want to go to. So if you want to win, all you need to do is answer correctly in the comments when I give you some arts-related dad jokes. They're going to be good. And if you answer that first, your name's on the board. That's so
there's a couple of T's and C's for this one a little bit. True. The prizes go to people who live in the UK.
UK residents only.
Yep. So if you live somewhere else, it's totally fine. If you can try and give your prize maybe to someone that lives in the UK, that would be great. And what else?
Over 18 if you're coming to our event.
Over 18.
They're the only 2 things. Apart from that, guys, good luck.
Also, once you're on the board, that's it. So once you're on the board, you can't answer again and get more times into the hat.
One time on the board, and that means you're into the competition. So everyone has a chance to win. Why not?
Cool.
You guys excited? I'm excited. But before we go right into the art, we're going to have a quick mindful moment because we know that everyone is about to create some magic. But before you create some magic, sometimes you need to just feel a bit calm.
It's quite crazy out there at the moment. So it's good to just kind of relax and take a breath. So, Elliot, let's go to the main screen.
Look, we've just swapped again. So, guys, now you know what's going on for Art Sippers. Before we get into the art, we're going to take a moment. So I want everyone to just down tools. Down tools, that could be your sip. That could also be your art materials. Put them down and let's all just close our eyes. We're all friends here now. Close your eyes. Put your hand in your right on your heart and your left hand on your stomach. And I want you to think about all the positive and get that gratitude attitude. And I want you to breathe in through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. And I'm going to breathe in and think of all those positive thoughts and then breathe in through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. And then one more time. Breathe in all that positivity. And then we're going to exhale all that negativity. And gently, let's open our eyes.
Woo!
Guys, we're going to start Art Sippers.
Let's go.
That means you have to sip. Everyone has to do it. As soon as you hear that bell, sip, sip. Hooray.
Hooray.
Let's go, guys. Let's make it happen.
So, guys, if you could just grab your pencils for me. We're going to sketch out that bee. I'm going to give you a quick look at the bee so you can have a look. So can you see what it looks like here? We're going to sketch the different parts of the bee's body in little shapes to get you started. And the way this is going to work is that we sketch out the bee, we do a bit of the background, we paint some more details on the bee, then we do a bit more in the background, and then we add the final kind of touches and a little signature. You can sign your work. So we're going to start sketching, and as you can see, we've got this head here, and then we've got the body here. So that's what we're going to start doing. Let's get that back on.
Before we start, do you think I should start a competition? Do you think I should do it?
Give a little cheeky
joke.
joke
To start that. Okay, we're gonna go straight in. Okay, so guys, if you're here for the prizes, this is perfect timing. So we're gonna go for a joke. If you get the answer right, your name goes on the board. So you have to be first. Name in, so your answer's in the comments. That's how you enter. First one, guys. What? I'm a bit excited. I'm buzzing for these artifacts, guys. You see what I did there? I'm buzzing. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. Okay, it's exciting. It's quite warm in here. I feel like it's going to be quite a swarm. See what I done?
Show your face.
So, first question. What did the sushi say to the bee? What did the sushi say to the bee? If you get the answer correct first, your name goes on the board. That's the first question, guys. I know you're going to do it because I know you're ready. Okay, let's go.
All right. I'm actually going to bring this up just quickly to do the sketching up at the main screen. And then I'm going to bring it back down and we're going to do, we've got a little close-up camera today, so you can get some close-ups. But we're going to start with the head. So we're going to do a little circle. And I wouldn't do it exactly in the center. I'd kind of say kind of a little bit up from the center to the left-hand side. And let's do, I'm gonna do this quite heavily with pencil, but you guys are gonna want to do this quite lightly with pencil.
We're just doing it quite heavily so you can see it on the camera. But yeah, if you're at home, you don't have to press so hard.
So can you see this circle? It's not a perfect circle. It's a bit more oval. A little bit of a wonky circle. Do a wonky circle for me.
Everyone loves a wonky circle.
There we go. Bring that in. So as I said, it's not exactly in the centre. It's a little bit to the left and to the top. There we go.
Are you guys excited? This is our second
Let's see who's in there.
Art Sippers event with Natural History Museum, guys. And this is such an amazing event that we would love if all of you guys, if you're loving it.
Yes, if you enjoyed today, we would love for you guys to donate to the Natural History Museum. They need your donations. They definitely need your donations. They're a charity, guys. They've been hit by COVID too, so their doors aren't open at the moment. So yes, please.
Your support makes a huge difference, guys. So if you do want to support and you're liking this, you know what to do. I think the tag's on the screen.
Okay, guys, we're now going to do a little bean, a bean shape. So you know, like your little baked beans? We're going to do like a bean shape here, and it's going to be touching this circle. So if you just want to watch this quickly. So it kind of goes like in a semicircle around here. It's touching this. But then it goes into a little bean shape. So it's a bit curvy this side.
I actually love beans, so that's made me quite hungry thinking like that.
You do love beans. You put beans with everything. Elliot, what are we having? Something, and beans.
And like, beans. Why not?
Beans.
Who else loves beans? I love beans. Absolutely love them.
So can you see this is like a little baked bean here? So it's kind of curved around this side and then slightly wavy line this side. Like a semicircle and then a wavy line. Let me know if you can't see it or if it's blurry or any reason. And we'll make sure to try and fix it for you.
Guys, I'm loving your answers for the jokes. They are so, so good. Just to quickly remind you that we are on 2 platforms today. We're on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's the person who goes first, who answers correctly first on either of those platforms.
Oh, we do have someone helping us behind the scenes. So they're going to be telling us who was first. Okay, so we've got our bean shape now. Let's do the wings. Wings are pretty easy. So we're going to do a wing from, they're both going to come from this part of the head here. And we're going to do a big V shape like that. It's going to go up towards the edge of the canvas. It's going up towards the corner. Going to do a V shape, and then you're going to do a curvy line like that. And there's your wing. Pretty much, without the detail, but it's your wing. And then we're going to do another one, not too far. So we're going to bring it down around about here. So you can just go down. And we're going to do another big V shape. So straight line and another straight line. So it's a V like that. You can turn your canvas. If you're painting on a canvas at home, you can turn your canvas that way, or your piece of paper, your canvas paper. Your Amazon box. Some people paint on cardboard.
We've had so many different types and variations of whatever you're painting on. It's going to be a wool-worthy creation. We've had so many people turn up and they've absolutely loved their final pieces. A lot of people have never painted before, but we make sure we take you step by step so you go home with something that's wool-worthy.
Everyone should be able to leave with something wool-worthy today. 100%.
We believe
this one's easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
See what she did there? She's taking my jokes. Good, right? She's taking my jokes.
Okay, so there's the wings. Let's do the little antennae. Antenna, let's do one here. So this is like a point, and then down, like a mountain.
So guys, if you can't see these so clearly, we have a special camera this week. So we have an art cam so that we can actually get really close up to the artwork so you can see the finer details. So right now we're doing all the outskirts with the pencil, but when we get right into the painting, we're gonna have a really nice POV shot of the painting so you can see it nice and clearly.
And we're gonna do another one of them just above it. So another little mountain, kind of like the top of the triangle. This bit goes short and this bit's a lot longer.
Oh, your answers are so good, guys. You guys are good. You guys are good.
Greenless is buzzing for tonight. Amanda P. And she's just learned how to chat.
Guys, give me some of your lovely art puns. If you give us some good art puns, maybe we might put your name on the board.
Ooh. Okay, let's do the stripes on the bee's body. So that it has, if you can see some of the yellow bits here, let's put some of that in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like a flat U shape. So it's going to go a wonky U shape. It's going to go like that. So imagine you're doing the letter U, but you've got a wobbly hand.
Imagine you had a few too many sips, basically.
Few too many sips. What is everyone sipping on tonight? There we go. And then we're going to do another one in the middle of this body here. So that's in the middle of the head. Let's do one over this side of the body. So starting from the edge, we're going to do another kind of U shape. Like that. You see?
Got a lot of first-time sippers today, Josie.
Hello, newbies.
Hello, newbies. Hello, hello.
Welcome to Art Sippers. You're now our sippers.
That's what we call our sippers. Anyone who joins our art class is now a sippers.
If you're all new, make sure to go follow us on Art Sippers. It's our tag is just @ArtSippers on both Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
And we also do events on Friday nights, guys. So if you're enjoying this, on Friday nights, we also do live events.
We do this every Friday.
Every week.
7 p.m. usually. And then we've got a few booked in still for the Natural History Museum. We're going to do a T-Rex next, 29th of July. And then a giraffe in August. Right, so we're now going to do like a little right angle. So backwards kind of 7. And this is going to be the white bottom.
So today we're actually painting the white-tailed bumblebee.
Yes.
This one's quite a classic in the bumblebee appearance. There's like over 2,000 species. There's so many species. Just 20,000. Yeah, 2,000. There's 20,000 of the bee species. So yeah, we chose the humble, classic white-tailed bumblebee.
They are your newbies, Kim Lee says.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, we got loads already. Guys, you're good.
If you like puns, you'll like our sippers.
Let's give the bee a little eye. So we're just gonna do a very kind of eye shape here. So it's an oval shape. Bit sharp though on the edges. So one half of semicircle and another half of semicircle. Very flat semicircle.
So it's a flat, so it's still a semicircle.
Still a slight curve. Yeah.
So guys, we have someone answer the question first.
Oh.
Was it you? So the question was, what did the sushi say to the bee? Did any of you get it? I know who did get it.
Who got it?
But first, the answer was wasabi.
Hey, wasabi.
It's so good. And the first one who got it right was Mark Polivnik. I hope I said it right, Mark. You're on the board. That means you're in with a chance to win. Well done. I'll ask you a question shortly.
Right, so we've got that. Now it's time to do the legs. The legs are pretty easy and quite fun to do, actually. I'll show you just on the bee quickly. Elliot, can you hold this quickly
Let me hold that bee.
So let's go with the front legs first.
To be or not to be? That is the creative question today, guys.
We're going to do these front legs here. Let's start with them. So this is underneath the head. So imagine where the eye is. It's just underneath, kind of a little bit to the side of where the eye is, here and here. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do like upside down. Well, no, we're going to do triangles, a bit like a triangle shape. Can you see that?
Guys, if you can't see it any time, let us know. We'll try and move the canvas close to the camera or wherever you find it best.
A triangle without the tip. It just cuts off the tip a little bit. So you go down at an angle and then across and then up. down at a little angle, across, and then in at an angle again. And that's essentially what these little legs are made of. Loads of them. They just get smaller and smaller as they get to the bottom, and then we just do the little feet.
6 little legs. So good.
Okay, we're good.
Put that down for you.
So let's start with this leg. So we do another one of that shape. It just gets a little bit thinner and smaller. It gets thinner again. And then we'll do a little feet. There we go.
So guys, is this your first time painting? Let us know. If you're a newbie and you haven't painted before, let us know. And tell us if you're celebrating. Is anyone celebrating a birthday?
Ooh.
I celebrated mine last week. It was
Who's
on the longest
celebrating
day
today?
of the year. It was on the summer solstice, 21st of June. So I celebrated then. Is anyone celebrating this week?
So I'm doing the same thing again. Another like triangle shape, and then a tiny little one. It's getting smaller and smaller. I'll give it 2 little feet.
We'll give you a shout out if it's your birthday.
So Laura Smith is a newbie. Hi, Mary Hughes. You're no good at puns, but you're drawing it blank. D Sketcher Art. He's an old bee. And he can't believe how good that pun was.
Love that. Loving
Riley
that.
Slow is drinking gin.
We got some gin drinkers in the house. Love that.
Okay,
So
now
we
we're
haven't
going to
pressed
do
this bell, Jojo.
sip, sip.
Have a sip. So it's a non-questionable thing. When you hear that bell, it means you have to sip.
Whether that's juice, you could be drinking juice at home, a mocktail.
Just gives you a second to
Some
reflect.
water,
A little second
cup of
to
tea.
get some perspective on your artwork.
Let's do another leg now. So we're going to go for one that's round about here. So it's at the top of this body here. And we're going to do another kind of sideways triangle here. So almost like a square rectangle shape. I'm going to do another one here.
Hello, Pam. It's Pam's birthday on Sunday.
Ooh, happy
Love
birthday
that.
for Sunday. And again, we're going to come in a little bit, do a bit of a triangle, go back in. Another one. Another one. Little one, and then some feet. It's quite fun doing this bit.
I like this part. Oh, we got Bunty England's even give us some nice puns. She said, which pencil is best, Josie? Is it 2B or not 2B?
Yay, I like it.
That. I like that a lot.
Well done.
You guys are good. Have a sip.
So that's one more of the legs. Let's do another one. So one over at the back here. So kind of next to it. This one's coming from the other side. So it's going to be a little bit smaller. So you're getting smaller, smaller. Tiny little triangles with cut off.
We like that.
I'm trying to refer
How you guys
to shapes
finding it?
as much as possible.
Are you ready for another joke? I see you guys are warming up. You're telling better puns than me. You're taking my shine, guys. All right, second question. Let's see if you can guys get this fast. Whoever gets this fast, you go on the board. So, what do you call a bee that lives in America? What do you call a bee that lives in America? First person who gets that right is on the board. Come on, guys. Let's do this.
Who else is fanning themselves with their canvas right now?
It's rather swarm, isn't it?
Hot, hot, hot. Swarm.
I'm going to keep using that. I'm going to keep using that all
You're
day.
great. Okay, let's do these hind legs now. So we're going to go right to the back. So where the little bum is here, the little white tail. And we're going to do a tiny little leg that comes down. So we're going to do a little triangle here. Another one. Another one. And then little feet. Can you see that? There we go. Got a lot of people answering.
Guys, you are actually so good at puns.
Hi, Kerry McKinley, Imani, Charlie, Sheila, Mary, Michael, Isabel. Right, let's do this other leg. Another big hind leg. This one's going to overlap. So we're going to do a kind of rectangle shape here. Like that. This is the big leg. And we're going to do that same shape, a little kind of triangle shape here. How are you getting on at home?
How you getting on, guys?
And the same as we did before, it just gets smaller. So you go in a little bit, go out, do your triangle, come back in, do the triangle, and then perfect. There we go. Hi, Leaf E. Your first time to join. Welcome. All the way from Belgium.
Yes.
Where are you guys then? So where are you all based? Let us know in the comments where you're based.
So last
Who's
time
the
we had
furthest?
people all over the world. We want to know where you're watching from, guys. We're a lovely Art Sippers community, and we want to know where you're watching from. We like to bring the world of creativity together.
Who's the furthest away?
Tell us, where are you from, guys? We're based in London right now.
Yes.
We're in London. So where are you? In our living room.
In our hot living room.
In our very warm living room.
Guys, we're getting on quite well. We've nearly done it. There's not much else to do. I don't think there is anything else to do.
Living the dream.
I think we've pretty much sketched it out. Is it time for the background now? I think it's time for the background. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. So we've got people coming from Essex, Maya Harris and Michael Leachman.
Yes, the Essex crew. It's the only way.
Essex. Oh, we got Wales, Black Cat.
Nice.
Imani from Birmingham. Got a few people from Birmingham.
We love a Brummie.
All right, guys. Let's see if this camera at the front works.
So this is our POV at the front camera. We're going to give it a try.
Yeah, Elliot, you want to check that out. I'm going to tell you what colour to mix. So, guys, as I said, try and get as creative as possible for this one. You can go for any colour in the background. We're going to paint the whole background in this kind of turquoisey blue colour to start with. We're going to create that base layer, and then all them other textures that you see, we're going to add that once that base layer is dry. So choose what colour. This is the time to choose what colour you'd like to do right now. I always make sure that my brush is just a little bit damp. It's always good to have water. Just a little bit of water. Especially in this hot weather as well, where your acrylics might dry out quite quickly. And what you're going to do is you're going to mix a turquoise colour. If you're doing turquoise at home, you take the white first. There we go. So always take the white aside first. No? Getting a little bit of echo over there.
You can hear the echo.
I can hear myself. So I've got a little bit of white paint here. I always take the white and mix the colour that I need. I start with white first, because if you add white to the actual colour, you might be there for a long time trying to make it lighter and lighter and lighter. And you'll use all of your white. And if you're an artist, you'll know how precious white is. It's always the colour to go first. You always need to get a big tub of it. So I'm going to mix a bit of my phthalo blue in there and make a nice turquoise colour. So I only use a tiny bit. I mix it first. And then I find out if that's dark enough for me. I think I might add a bit more. And I'll put some, thank you, put a bit more phthalo blue. Now, if you don't have turquoise at home, that's no problem. You can always take a bit of white to the side. Mix a bit of cerulean blue in there. You might decide to just like the cerulean blue light colour. If you want a turquoise colour, you just mix a tiny bit of yellow in there. So only a touch though. If you add too much, it goes green. You just want a tiny bit. That's quite a lot. It was only a touch, but can you see how green it went really quickly? It's quite a nice turquoise too. So that's kind of how you get a turquoise. You can always add a bit more white and blue to it to make it go even bluer. But guys, you're going to want to make a lot of this background colour, because we're going to be painting the whole canvas. So make sure you've got a lot, and try and mix to a certain little area on your palette. I'm just using a paper plate here, but try and keep to a little certain area on your palette so that it doesn't all dry out so quickly. So here we go. I'm going to see if this camera works at the front here. Let's have a look.
It's just got a nice bit of sound on
I
there.
don't think it's working.
I'm gonna try it again.
I'm gonna paint it up on this camera quickly. Yeah, is it working?
So close.
Here we go. So using your big brush, we are going to completely fill this background part. If you're painting on a canvas, you're going to want to paint your sides too. You don't have to paint them the same colour as your background, but you definitely will want to smarten it up at some point. And the reason that we're doing the background first is because you know the bees, and they're very hairy and furry. And to paint in between all the fur would be very, very difficult. So we're going to paint this first. So go all the way up to the line. There we go. Going to get more paint.
There we go.
Sorry. and just cover the whole canvas.
Let's give that a try. I think we might be able to see you.
Let's see if this camera works. And let us know which camera angle you prefer. What's easiest for you. Let's have a look. There we go. So I'm just painting the whole of the background. You can use a tiny bit of water to make that paint go a little bit further. But especially with acrylics paints, you don't want to be using too much water. There we go. So I do actually like to paint over the wings at this point, because then I can just add a really, really thin layer of white, which will make it look quite transparent, like the wings. I'm just kind of painting this background. What colours have you gone for at home?
Guys, we want you to be creative, so let us know what colours you're using. Like I said, we always use our colours, pinks, blues and yellows. But if you want to have a different colour bee, go for it. Be creative.
Be creative, yeah, exactly that. So I'm painting over the wings, but I'm just leaving the body and I'm painting all the way up to the line. But guys, this is, honestly, you can get so creative with this one. You can do loads of different flowers in the back, like in the background if you wanted to.
So what flower have we got? We used
it's based on a thistle.
Thistle, exactly.
It's based on it, but then
it's loosely based.
I kind of thought that it needed a bit of yellow, like a pop of yellow, so I just added a little bit.
She improvised, and that's what we want you guys to do too. We want to improvise.
Yeah. You could do some butterflies in the background if you're feeling confident.
That's a great shout.
Yeah, you can add some butterflies. I'm painting over the antenna as well. And I'm making sure to kind of keep the same motion going back and forth.
And remember to dip, guys. And if you do dip, what you have to do after you dip? Have a cheeky sip. Dip and sip, guys, is one of our rules. I'm going to tell you who actually got the last question right. It was actually it was a great question, but it was an even better answer. So the question was, what do you call a bee that lives in America? Who got that right? The answer was AUSB. That made me tickle. That made me tickle. And the person who got that first was Blue Flaminglet02. You're on the board. Your name is on the board. Thank you for taking part. You're going to give you another one in a second. I'll get you another one very shortly, guys.
How is it on this camera? How are they finding it?
Are you guys enjoying the POV? This is the kind of new camera we're trying out today. So let us know if it's good, if you can see it more clearly. If not, we can always zoom back out.
Have you guys been enjoying the sun today? It's a very hot day today.
It's extremely hot.
Has anyone seen any bees in the garden today?
Oh, we've got Julia Owen from Abergavenny Wells. I hope I've said that right. We've got Yasmin Leharechi. She's an Algerian living in London. Love that. We got Becky Brappington McBride. Sending love from Norwich. Love that.
Lovely. Guys, I'm painting over the legs too, but I can still see my pencil marks underneath. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it underneath still. It depends on how dark your background is. I'm running out of paint a little bit though.
Do you not mix enough? See, that's what you got.
Mix enough.
You got to mix quite a bit, guys. Mix a lot, because the background will take up a lot. So keep on mixing.
So yeah, it's kind of best to try and mix them up before you completely run out, so that you can see the exact color. I'm going to see how far my paint takes me. Oh, it might take me all the way. I don't know yet.
Not too far. Not too far.
Not too bad. I still have some on my brush too. There we go.
So people always ask, how are you and Josie always doing these lives? Are you and Josie breaking the lockdown rules?
No.
We're actually not breaking any rules, guys, because this is me and Josie's home. We're actually in our front room. This is our front room, guys. So me and Josie are actually a couple. We're a creative couple. And Art Sippers is our baby.
So we've only been doing it about a year now.
Yeah, we had our anniversary in May this year. So it's our first year of doing Art Sippers. And we've decided to take it online because everyone's on lockdown and we can't go to bars and pubs. So for the past 12 weeks, yeah.
But we don't know what that's going to mean still for events. So.
Exactly. So we decided to do them online. And we've created a lovely community of people who just love to get creative. And if you love getting creative, this is what we do every week. And we're going to be doing more of these with the Natural Museum. Like we said, we're doing the T-Rex on the 29th of July and the giraffe, the gentle giraffe, on the 26th of August. So if you're enjoying it today, come and join us again. We'll absolutely love it.
Yeah, we actually did one Last month.
We did.
We did the whale, didn't we? Hope the blue whale. Elliot, you've got it down.
Do you want to show you guys?
So guys, if you wanted to do Hope the Blue Whale, you can actually go back and watch it. Yeah, show it.
Guys, this is what we did last time.
Da-da-da-da.
So, Hope the Blue Whale, if you've been to Natural History Museum, you'll know that it's inside the Hinsey Hall. So the Hinsey Hall is where you'll find this amazing skeleton. And we recreated it, and we've even got the arches, the gold arches. You might see it reflecting in the nice sunlight. It's a great little painting. We did that. And if you want to recreate that, go online. You'll find that on Natural History Museum's YouTube page.
Yeah. Watch it back on their Facebook as well. Some people might be watching from Facebook.
That's true, on their Facebook
It will
too.
still be in their videos, saved videos on Facebook. Or we've popped it on our channels as well. So you can watch it there. So guys, I've just painted the whole of the background now. I'll show you. So I'm just going to take it up to the big camera. So I've painted all the way up to the line. I've actually gone over on certain parts as well. I've gone over on the body. That's just because I wanted to make sure that it was all covered. And what we're going to do is while we wait for the kind of background to dry to start adding the different layers, we're going to start painting the bee. The beautiful
That's exciting.
bee.
The beautiful bee.
Right,
Oh,
so
we got Sophie Donald. So she's painting in the garden today. A couple of bees around. So she's seen a few bees. I like that.
yes, I was painting in the garden yesterday. It was so hot, my paints were drying really quickly. Are you having that issue too?
Can you believe it?
And also all these tiny little flies kept sticking to my paint. So
That's true.
So yes, I'm washing my brush. So when you wash your brush, kind of imagine you're painting the bottom of the cup. So go back, forth, back, forth. You might want to tap it on the side a little bit, but don't push it down too hard because you'll ruin your bristles.
That's a good tip, Joe.
Don't stub it, basically. You might ruin your bristles. So you can see that I've actually still got quite a lot of paint on the side of my brush. So I'm using my little paper towel to kind of get all that extra paint off. And
Get all the
again,
excess off.
imagine I'm just painting the paper towel to get off any of that excess paint. We're not going to be using the big brush for the next bit. We're going to be moving down to the medium brush. So if you could grab your medium brush for me.
Medium brushes, guys.
Which I'm using a round filbert, but anything kind of smaller and flat would be great, rather than like a rounded brush. Try and get the small flat ones. And actually we're going to go in with the yellow. So we're going to go in with some yellow paint and do the yellow stripes. So do you remember doing them U shapes earlier? Them wonky U shapes. So the yellow actually falls within these U shapes. So there and there, and this bit's white.
Love it.
So let's get painting that part. So you can kind of see.
This is the exciting part. I'm getting really excited to paint the bee now.
Yeah. Let's go back to the bee. So just going to be painting that top bit. Let me know if you can see there, guys. My pencils, I probably should have rubbed out my pencil marks a little bit because they're quite thick. But hopefully you guys didn't do them too thick. I'll get my yellow. Get my yellow, and I'm going to paint the other side too.
Got a little tip as well. So people have said they've seen some bees in their garden, but if you want to get more bees in your garden, you need to have more colourful flowers because bees are attracted to the colours. So get some more colourful flowers, and then you'll find that you'll have an array of bees flocking to your lovely, lovely garden.
I'm adding that yellow in there. What yellow did I use today? Cad yellow, cadmium red yellow. So I used a cad yellow today. You can use a primary yellow, doesn't matter. Cad yellow is just quite strong. Okay, probably got a little bit too much on my brush. I'm just going to give it a wash. Get a bit more on.
So the great thing about art, guys, is not only are you going to create something amazing, you can actually gift this to someone. So start to think, who would you gift this to? Would it be a friend? Would it be mum? Would it be dad? Seriously, this is such a great gift to give people. I know Father's Day is just gone, but this would be the perfect Father's Day gift. So if you want to give this to someone, this is a great, great thing. And start to think, what kind of colors does that person like? What colors would they like to see on a bee? And then think of them whilst you're creating it. It might help that creative process.
Or think about where you're going to hang it in your house.
That's true.
So if you, well, you are going to create a lovely piece of art today.
100%.
Where is it going to go in your house? The colours that you use might determine where you pop it in your house. So I've washed my medium brush, and I'm going to go in with some black paint now. So using the same brush, give it a good wash. We're going to go in with some black paint. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint this entire body apart from the little white tail there at the bottom. So using your black paint, medium brush, we're going to start painting in all of the rest of the bee. And the thing is, when we get to the edge of the corner, so remember when we did that, the rounded shapes, the bean shape and the round circle, we don't want it to be a dead straight line when we get to that top part of the head. I don't know if you can see, maybe I'll do this side just so you can see. So when we paint that body, as we get to the edge of the bee, you want to create this sense of hair and fur. So you're just gonna slightly dab your brush out so you can see little hairs. Can you see that? Let's bring it to, I'm going to bring it to this main camera so it's front on as well. So as you get to the top, use your brush just to slightly push the bristles to the edge to create the sense of hair. You just go side to side. Some bits are bigger than others, some bits are fluffier than others.
So if you guys want to find out more about Natural History Museum, you can go onto their website and they've got loads of information about so many different species.
They've got some really cool things on there.
And if you're enjoying it, guys, you know what to do. You can even donate to Natural History Museum. Like Josie said, they are right now closed, but your donations will keep them going. They're totally free to the public. And right now, this is the perfect time to show your love for them because they're doing some amazing things.
They bring in loads of free content.
Prizes. They're giving free prizes out, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, some of my hair's got quite hairy there. And as you go into the yellow as well, you can do the same kind of thing going into the yellow. Quite fluffy. Use your brush, fluff it up. Bringing it back.
Do you know what we haven't had for a while, Jose? Yes! Have a cheeky sip, guys. So this is perfect. Take a little moment. If you want to go and donate to Natural History Museum, it's a perfect little time to do that. Give you a little 30 seconds to do that and have a little sip at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm going to continue painting in the rest of the bee's body. So I'm doing the head, the thorax, the abdomen. I'm not painting over the wings. So I'm leaving that little V shape that I did for the wings. This is really therapeutic, this bit.
You'll find that you zen out, guys. This is why we told you to have a cheeky sip now and again. Because once you start painting, you completely forget about all of your worries. And this is one of the reasons why me and Josie started this a year ago. Mm-hmm. We went to Japan. We actually went to Japan and we were painting. We were actually painting in one of their experiences. And both of us were just in our own zones. Josie was sitting on that side, I was sitting on that side, we had a friend on the other side. We didn't talk to each other for like 45 minutes. And at the end, I was so proud. I think I created a seahorse.
Yes, we did.
I created a seahorse. And I hadn't painted since high school. And after I finished it, was holding up to Josie going, look at my creation. And I was so proud.
It's the biggest smile I've ever seen.
I've never smiled so much in my life. And when we came back to the UK, we were like, do you know what? We need to do something like that because it made me feel good, it made me feel relaxed, and also it made me remember that I can actually paint. I always used to think I couldn't paint.
Yeah, a lot of people think that they're not creative. They border on the kind of other side, you know, but they're not creative. We've heard it.
You've heard it so many times. We hear I can't paint every time we do our classes, and at the end, they come out with a masterpiece. Art is subjective, guys, so never put too much pressure on your art. If you are feeling a little bit stressed, guess what?
Ding ding.
Have a sip or two.
Exactly that. So yeah, we came back and we decided that we would start up art sippers. And yeah, it's been about a year now, hasn't it?
That's true.
We do events in pubs and bars, so like public events, but we also do like private events, team building events. So if you we've converted that all online as well now. So if any of you want a team building event, do that from your home.
So convenient, you don't have to leave your own. We can be in your front room. So guys, you ready for another one? You ready for another not too shabby joke? Okay, let's do this. So guys, what TV station does a bee watch? What TV station does a bee watch? I love this one. I think you're going to get this. Come on, guys. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, so I'm not painting in that little white tail. I'm keeping that free. I'm going to paint that white in a second. I'm making sure to create that fur, like that hairy kind of bead as I get to any kind of straight edge. So definitely on the abdomen here, bringing that fur out, that hairy belly. Doing a bit here too.
So Bryony's saying put the camera up, not left of canvas.
Is it too to the side?
Potentially.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a little gander. We're going to try and make it better for you, Bryony. Let us know if that's okay, Bryony. We're trying to make it better for you.
So yeah, we thought we would try a close up just in case anyone wanted to see a little bit closer. So I've left these little bits for the wings. And I'm just creating that little fur like here. So it's time to move to the legs, and you might want to go to your smaller brush for this bit. So I'm washing my medium brush, making sure that none of the acrylic paint dries on it and the bristles, it could ruin it. So giving it a good wash.
Do you want to hear this, Josie?
What?
Louise Robinson said she's going to put her bee in her flat. Do you know why?
Why?
Because she met her partner on Bumble.
Hey!
I love that, Louise Robinson. That made me laugh. I like that. Blue Flaminglet 02 said they want to see me paint. I might do that one day.
Yes, definitely.
I actually might do that.
He's good. I don't know why
you sound surprised.
Do I? Do me too. I'm using my small brush, but I've put too much paint on it. Just make sure you just dab the little tip of the brush. So dab the tip of the brush. I'm going to come to the main screen for this one.
Perfect.
And I'm going to show you just the legs. So them legs that we did earlier, essentially you're going to paint all of it in black.
All in black. We've got a few old siblings. We've got Amanda Staple in the room. Hello, Amanda Staple. We've got Athena Pavlidou. She's from Greece. Hello, Pavlidou. We've got people from all over the world watching today. Love that.
There we go. So I'm painting in them legs. So you know them little triangle kind of shapes we did earlier? I kind of painted over it a little bit. So I'm doing that. We're going to add some detail afterwards. A good thing with acrylic paints is that they do dry quite quickly, which is great sometimes when you need it to. You can start layering up and doing the different colours and the details. But right now, we're just kind of adding the base layer for everything. Be careful because you're...
Be careful!
the canvas that you're using might still be wet. The background might still be wet.
So if you guys, what's a great tip is to fan it. It's a really hot day today, so it will dry quite quickly.
Stand outside for a second.
Stand outside for literally 5 seconds, and I guarantee it'll probably dry.
Okay, so I'm just doing that.
Danielle says hi from Hertfordshire. That's from Michelle Castiglione. Can I say it right? Castiglione. I thought I said it right. I'm not too sure. And we got Anisha Doshi in the room, one of our old sippers. We love you, Anisha.
Anisha. We're going to go live to some people. What time is it? Okay, cool. We're doing good for time.
We're doing good. So we're actually going to go to a few of our sippers at half time. We're going to see how they've done at the halfway stage. We like to show what our sippers are doing. So it makes you realize that everyone, even if you're doing it fast, you're doing it slow, take your time with art. It's all about a process. We don't want anyone to feel like they're not doing it at a certain speed. Take your time. If you feel like you need to take a little bit more time on a little different part, feel free to do that.
And the bee is just the theme. You don't have to do this exact bee.
That's true.
You could do a bee in a different, like a different angle. You could do a bigger bee. You could do a close-up of the bee. You could do loads of bees. It doesn't have to have a thistle, no. It doesn't have to have a flower. You do what you want to do.
We just want you to get creative, guys.
No rules other than no judgment. So no judging yourself. So doing that other leg now. As I said, it will look quite flat right now, but we're going to add the detail in a bit.
Saying that, I want to know, when is the last time you guys have painted? Has anyone not painted in the last year? Is anyone a newbie to like painting? Who can beat a year? When is the last time you painted? If you've beaten a year, that's amazing. So we love to see people getting painting again. Trying something different. We found that during lockdown, a lot of people have tried something they haven't done for a while, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People are getting creative in lockdown. I've moved to my medium brush just because I have a little bit more luck with it than my smaller brush. Just holding a bit more paint. So paint all them legs in, all them shapes that we did.
Yeah, I got Michelle's name right. I feel so proud.
Yay!
I tried my best. Thanks, Michelle. Makes me feel good. We got Cookie Lady from Central California. We love it.
Who's our youngest sipper? Do we have any kids joining us today? Because last time we had quite a few kids,
We
didn't
did.
we?
This is a family affair, guys.
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
As long as you've got a non-alcoholic sip.
Non-alcoholic sip, and we are good to go. You don't have to have an alcoholic sip. And now you said that,
Sip.
make sure you have a sip, guys. Have a cheeky sip. We got Chino Tonk in the building.
Chino Tonk. That's my granddad.
And he said he hasn't painted since 1963.
Wow.
Wow. That is crazy.
So it is crazy. People just stop.
It's true.
Even those that are, really enjoy painting and really like painting.
We've got Laura Smith. She said she's been using some Pit pens and she hasn't drawn or painted since school. And she's in her 30s.
Oh.
That's amazing. We love to see people get creative again.
Well, we when we first started this in lockdown, we had a lot of people who haven't painted in years.
That's true.
And actually they've been coming non-stop to our Friday sessions. And honest to God, the galleries that we're seeing in their houses, it's incredible. They're so talented.
Phenomenal. And not only that, we're actually seeing people are starting to actually sell their paintings.
Yeah.
So people have never painted
sippers,
before.
Yeah, we've had sippers who've never painted before, and they're selling their paintings. Can you believe it?
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
So guys, it proves everybody can paint. So
We've
carry
got-
on doing them legs and bringing it back to the main camera here. Hopefully you can see okay.
Guess who we got in the building?
Who?
The Mini Gym Bandits.
Yay!
Sophia and Marley, they're aged 8 and 10.
Hello.
Love it.
Guys.
Hello. They're with Daddy Michael right now. That's so good. We can't wait to see your creations at the end, guys.
To see what you do. So with Art Sippers, we usually do like a little wall of fame. So we do try and feature a lot of the art that we see on our wall of fame each week. So please follow us on Art Sippers on Instagram or Facebook, and send us your artwork after this. We are on Twitter too. So if you're on Twitter,
You can.
we forgot about that last time. But if you are on Twitter, you can send it through there as well. But yeah, make sure you send us your work so that we can
Pop it on our wall. We want to give you
Fame.
some praise, guys. We want to give you some appreciation.
Yeah. So I'm just painting the rest of my legs. My legs, not my legs. These legs.
I love it. We got so many people who haven't painted for a long time. Dawn Harper, she's never painted.
No.
Well, she said unless school counts, and that's 40 years ago. Wow. That is amazing. We are so glad to see that people are starting to paint again.
How are your bees looking at home?
Are they looking beautiful just yet?
Beautiful. We're going to do that tiny little leg. Don't forget the tiny little leg at the back.
We got Bing Newgan. So you got Kira and Ethan, aged 8 here from Kent, and they're loving this. Oh, we absolutely love you guys. Who else have we got? We got Vivian Carney. She got 9-year-old Viv in Hereford. Hello, hello, hello. It's a family affair, guys. We've got Julia Owen, Millie is 10, and Daisy is 8, and Evie is 5.
Wow.
It's a proper family affair. We can't wait to see all of your artworks at the end, guys. This is going to be an absolutely amazing, amazing gallery of bees.
Who's gone out of white paint already? I have. Right, so I'm just popping a little bit of white paint on the tail.
Before that, can I say the third answer?
Yes, why not?
Okay, guys, I don't know if you got it right, but I'm going to tell the answer. The question was, what TV station do bees watch? Who got it right? A lot of you did. The answer was BBC One. And let's tell you who got it right. Laura Smith, you got it right first. Well done, congrats. Your name's on the board. You're in a good chance to win some amazing prizes. Yes!
So I'm just painting in, I think you can see on this little camera here, just painting in the little white tail. And this is fluffy too, so don't forget to do a little fluff fluff. Using the little motion that we said earlier, side to side, just to create a little bit. You could actually go in with your small brush if you wanted to, with a clean small brush. And you could do these little side bits with the small brush too. If you're finding it difficult to do the hair with the medium brush, just use your small brush and you can create these little flips just as nicely with that. If not even nicer actually sometimes. This is kind of working for me right now.
You got a little technique going on, Josie.
It's working.
Ah.
It's putting the hairy.
We forgot about these amazing things.
What's that?
Guys, if you're painting with us today, these things are like gold dust.
Baby wipes.
Baby wipes. If you've been to one of our events in real life, you'll know that baby wipes are like the best thing. Not only do they take off all the paint from your fingers and anywhere that you've misplaced it, but if you make a little cheeky mistake by accident, because mistakes happen, artistic mistakes, you can use one of these before your paint dries and they will get rid of all the evidence.
Yeah.
Literally like nothing had ever happened. I wish these worked in life. They don't, but they work on your painting. Legend.
Yeah, so if you make a little mistake, you literally just, if you get it while it's wet, just wipe it off. It's really good. However, if it dries, that's no problem either. Just wait for it to completely dry and you can paint on top. So you can fix any mistake. That's why you shouldn't worry. You can do something completely wrong and then it just works its way out by just painting over the top of it afterwards. You just go, oh no, I don't like that. I'm going to just try again another day.
Love it.
So I'm just creating this kind of fluffy bottom. I put quite a lot of white paint on, just because it went a little bit see-through there.
I'm liking your bee's hair, Jojo.
Thanks. My bee's hair. Yep.
And that lines me up for a little joke.
Go for it.
Guys, if you've seen the hair on this bee, this might help you with this joke. It might. Don't know if it does, but it might. Question to go on the board. I believe in you guys. Let's do this. So, what does a bee style his hair with? What does he use? What does the bee use? You get that right? Your name's on the board. You win some prizes. Let's do it, sippers. Let's go.
Because I painted over some of my body earlier when I was doing the background, you might be able to see just a tad bit of the blue coming through. So I'm just going to do another layer now it's dry. I'm going to do another layer of this yellow. So if it's dry, you can apply another layer just to make it a bit brighter in colour. And again, don't forget to do the little hairy effect on the yellow too, because that's still the same. There we go.
Slightly so, guys, if you've already got your name on the board, you're already in to win some prizes. You don't even have to enter again. Or you can just enter if you want to try your luck at these artifacts.
If you're too occupied with the painting to get involved in the competition today, that's no problem. We actually run loads of different competitions on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
That's true.
So make sure to go follow us on either one of those. We give away loads of things recently.
That was a great accent. I love that.
We give away lots of them.
We do. We try to do a monthly competition, and we also do like weekly competitions. Just this week, the lovely sip that we're sipping this week, some of our lovely sippers got given that away for free.
Yeah. The sippers that took part in the competition, everybody got some drinks.
So join our sippers and
you never know what you're gonna get
with a chance to win some goodies.
Oh guys, don't forget to do the antenna. I forgot. So do your remember them little mountains that we did at the beginning? Using the small brush, delicately pop them in for me. They're quite long, so you can do quite long ones. There we go. So you've got the head, thorax, abdominal hair, the tail, and the legs. Hopefully, you guys.
How's it looking at home, guys? How is yours starting to look? I think we've got so many different levels of art. We got some professionals in today. We got some amateurs. But it doesn't matter. You're all going to create something amazing today. We can vouch for that.
We do try and break it down as simple as possible so that everybody can get involved. Don't forget to do the little hairy bits here too.
But if you want to go off piste, guys, go for it. If you want to go off the beaten track and create your own masterpiece, please feel free.
There we go. So we're going to just make sure that layer of black is quite nice and dark. So if you can see any of the white canvas come through, just apply a little bit more black paint. I'm just going to quickly go over with another little layer on some of them parts, just where I can see it's a little bit light. So I'm just going to go in and add a bit more black paint to all of that. And I think then we're going to go live. So we got in touch with some of our core sippers, so some of the sippers that come pretty much every Friday. We got in touch with them guys and we wanted to go live to some of them today from their own house. So they're painted along with us, I hope. I hope it's all going well. They're painted along with us, and we chose a few sippers to go live to. So one of them is the Stanton. Now tell them about the Stanton.
Guys, the Stanton is one of our, well, he's an amazing person. He's our community lead of the Art Sippers Facebook group, this Sipper Society. And what he does, he looks after everyone in that lovely Facebook group. It's a group full of creatives. So if you are creative and you want to mingle with like-minded people, the Sipper Society on Facebook, that's where you'll find them. And the Stanton, he has been with us since the beginning. He actually has been since day one, and he came to one of our events for our Christmas bonanza, and he's been to many events since. And we thought we'll let him come on live so you can see what he does. He always has a signature.
He always has a signature. He implements somewhere in his painting.
Let's see if you guys
I don't know
can
if
see
he's
it.
implemented it yet. He might add it as the kind of
as an event goes through.
So let's go live, shall we?
You're gonna go live to the Stanton?
Yeah, let's go live to the Stanton.
Let's see what he's done.
Stanton.
There he is.
Luke, how's it going?
Lovely seeing you. Lovely to see you today.
Are you all right?
Yeah, good. How's it going so far?
I am not too bad, but here we are so far.
Wow! Yeah! Look at that!
Guys,
look at it!
Razor glass to the Stanton.
You're doing really well. You've left a little bit of a space for a plant there. Is that your flower?
Yeah, this will be down here.
Yeah, the flower. Love
Loving
it.
that.
What colour flower are you going to go for?
I think I'm going to go just Art Sippers colours. I'm probably going to go white, pinks, blues, the usual rigmarole.
Oh, I think we can see something on that bee.
So, you managed to implement your special signature.
There it is.
Look at it, guys. Can you see it? If you don't know what that is a moustache.
That's his
And the
tash.
Stanton always puts a lovely tash on his artwork. If you go to our Instagram feed, you'll see he always
There
we go.
There's the otter.
So on the last Friday we did otter. Can you see the little tash? There's a running theme.
A little tash. Have you got any more to show
Have you got
me?
any more? We want to see.
I've got another one hiding somewhere. Hold on. I have our little hummingbird that we did.
Oh, come on.
Hummingbird with a
That's
tash.
so good. And when was the last time you painted before you came to an Art Sippers event?
Before any of this, it would have been about secondary school, really. Maybe one day in college or something.
Wow.
That is
How
so
do you find
good.
getting creative?
Oh, it's amazing. It's actually one of the best things I ever did, to be honest, starting with you guys, just thinking, I never used to paint. I'm sure I can't. And now,
Yeah, you did on the first
I
slide.
don't want to sound big-headed, but sometimes I churn out things that even shock me.
We love
it.
that.
Are you sipping
We
tonight?
love that. Yeah, what are you sipping, Stanton?
I'm on protein shake tonight.
He's on the
shake.
protein shakes. Guys, you don't have to
Healthy.
drink alcohol. It can be a protein shake. Just as long as you're sipping something.
Thank you so much.
So
Luke.
that's the
Thank you
Stanton,
for
guys.
seeing
You've seen him. If you go to our Sippers Facebook page, you'll see him there. He is always there. We love him so much. We'll see you soon, Stanton. Everyone, wait. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you so much, Stanton. Now, I think we have Kit Kat Cupcake. This is Catherine. Kit Kat Cupcake on Instagram. Catherine, are you live today? Are you with us?
I can't wait to see this.
There. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Going good.
Hello, Catherine.
How are you getting on with the bee?
Here we
Yay!
Oh,
There
my,
it is.
that's
It
so
looks great.
lovely. Guys, give her a round of
Look
applause.
how fluffy it is, guys.
Have
We've
a
got
cheeky
a good
sip.
bit of hair there. Well done. How are you finding it?
It's good. Yeah.
What are
Definitely
you sipping
getting-
on today?
Pardon?
Are you sipping with us today?
I have a cloudy lemonade cider today.
Hey,
Love that. So,
Trying
Kat,
to make sure I sip.
when was the last time you painted from before Art Sippers? Because you've been a few times now. So Kat has an amazing selection, guys.
she has a gallery now.
She now has a gallery. But did
Sun
you,
just up there.
You can see it up. Yeah, you can see it on the wall.
you can.
There's Elno the elephant.
Love it. Love it.
Love it. Look at that. You went for an orange colour with the background there. Absolutely love that. Orange really makes blue pop. Thank you so much.
Lots dotted around all over the place. Kind of been painting on and off, but yeah, this has made sure I paint more regularly and yeah.
Do you see improvement at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like just being able to kind of learn properly how to use the paints and kind of get the techniques and everything. It's been really good.
We absolutely love it. So guys, she is amazing at art, and she's even getting better each week. You can see by that bee. Guys, give her a round of applause.
And your elbows. All of your work.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for joining us live. And we're going to get back into the art.
Okay, so the background should have dried now. So let's start adding some texture to the background, shall we? And then we'll go back to the bee and we'll add a little bit of a touch up to the bee. Let's go in with the big brush.
Big brush?
And I'm going to make this little coral colour here that we've got in the background of the bee. So it's a nice little coral colour. And the way I'm mixing that, I'm going to take some white to the side. As I always say, take white first. Take some white to the side. I'm going to mix a little bit of fluorescent pink in there. So it's going to be like a baby pink. If you haven't got fluorescent pink, you can use a touch of red. Some kind of deep red will give you a nice little pink. This is probably a little bit too, maybe just a tad bit too dark. So I'm putting a little bit more white in there. And I'm just going to add a touch of yellow in there. So it's going to go slightly coral colour.
Love that.
Slightly orangey coral colour.
So I wish we could go to everyone, but we can only go to a few. But thank you, Luke, and thank you, Catherine.
Yeah, so if you join in on our lives on Fridays, and you know we get to know you, of course we can pick you to come live on our Natural History Museum events.
Exactly. So if you're enjoying it as well, guys, the Natural History Museum, like you know, is a free, amazing place. Not only that, I think that's the place where me and Josie had our first date.
Natural History Museum, it was.
Guys, it is a quite emotional place because we actually had our first date there about 7, 8 years ago. I should remember. Is it 8 years? We'll call it 8. But if you do enjoy it, just like we do, you can donate to the Natural History Museum. Everything you donate goes to an amazing, amazing cause. So please do, guys. It would really, really help them out right now because their doors are closed. So things like this really help them keep it going. I'm going to tell them a joke. Actually, I'm not going to tell them a joke. I'm going to tell them the joke that I already told. Guys, it was, what does a bee style his hair with? And a few of you got it right. But someone got it right really fast. The answer was honeycomb. But the person who got it right first was Cameron White. Well done, Cameron. Your name's on the board. You're in with a chance to win some amazing prizes. Let's go.
Right. So I've made my coral colour. I added a bit more white to it. So it's a little bit lighter. And I'm just going to choose a couple of areas on my canvas where I want it to have a little bit of coral coming through. So I'm going to put some over here. So I'm using my big brush.
Big brush.
And I'm just kind of smudging a little bit into the background. So this is quite expressive, this one. You can just kind of go with the flow with it. There's no rules as to where this coral goes. Add it where you like. I should have added a bit more blue to the background here, but it's okay.
So Black Cat 5 says she's very much enjoying this, and it's her first time painting for over 30 years. She loves seeing the results from others, and she's actually creating a buff-tailed bee today.
Woo!
Love that, guys. There's so many different types and variants of bees. Like I said, we are doing the white-tailed bumblebee, and it's a classic. If you want to do another, please feel free.
I've got my bee earrings in today, guys.
Have you?
Yeah, and we've got a bee pillow too.
Oh, I love that pillow. Has anyone else got anything bee in their home? Because we love a bee.
We do love bees. So I'm just adding little bits of colour. You don't have to go in with coral. You can go in with any colour. Just add in different colours. And it's quite a rough look, actually. Just add in little hints of it. Might add a little bit over this top one here too.
Nice and expressive, Josie.
You can go in with some white as well. Just wash your brush, make sure it's clean. My little paper towel's getting very dirty now.
Yeah, make sure you get some extra paper towels if you need to, so guys.
Tad bit of water. You might need to change your water at one point if it gets a bit dirty. Just adding a touch of white in there. Just in certain areas. Go in and paint their wings in a second.
I'm liking the background colour. Is that just white?
Just put a little bit of white. You could go in with darker colours. I'm just literally going with a couple of colours. This is just adding it with the big brush. We're going to go in with the palette knife and add some texture in a second. Let's go in with this brush right now. Just add little bits of colour.
Absolutely can't wait to see you guys' masterpieces. Like Joe said, if you want to send in all of your creations at the end, send them to us via the DMs on our Instagram. You can even send them on Twitter if you can.
Yeah.
Probably the best places on Instagram. So if you aren't following Art Sippers, please go and have a little cheeky follow of Art Sippers. And that's where we do events every Friday, totally free of charge to the public, because we want everyone to get credit. We know the benefits. And while you're doing it, have a cheeky sip. We know the benefits of art. It gets you out of your head and gets you creative again. And especially during lockdown and during this quarantine, art has been a great way, and it's been a perfect antidote for so many people. And if you're enjoying it now, we absolutely encourage you to come and join us on Fridays.
It's kind of good to get into the habit of doing something creative in your spare time rather than essentially watching TV or something. You know, because you're always left feeling pretty good after it most of the time.
Because you get something to take away.
Yeah, you've got something to take away at the end of it. All right, so I've added a little bit there. Let's go in and paint these wings.
Before that, I've got something to tell them, Joe.
Go on,
I've got something to tell them. I want to know if you guys know what singer is most popular for the bees. So what singer is most popular for the bees? I'll give you a tip, but I might just give you too much. So I'm going to just give you that and see if anyone gets it right. If you get it right, you won't need a little hint. But good luck, guys. Go for it.
Woo. So I'm going in with just some white, and I'm going to put a bit of water on my brush. I'm using the big brush just because there's quite a lot of a wing, if that makes sense. So I'm going in with the big brush. Let's go to this little art cam and see if you can see it properly here. So I'm just essentially just adding a thin layer. Oh, just dropped my bubble wrap. I'm trying to stand.
While you do that, I'm going to grab your bubble wrap and give them a hint, so I'm not sure they're going to get it.
Go for it.
Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. Maybe that could have helped you guys. Maybe not. But that's a little hint. I threw it out there.
A thin layer of this white colour. Who else has got paint everywhere? I have. So I'm adding that kind of thin layer. It's quite see-through, and I like that. I like that about the paint. It's slightly transparent so that you can see the blue behind it. Just adding a bit more. So I'm adding it there. There we go. So I'm using the big brush. You can use the medium brush, whichever one you feel more comfortable with.
I love the big brush.
Big brush. That's Elliot's phrase.
I actually just like saying big brush. Don't know why. Makes me happy.
If you do enjoy today and you would like to support us at Art Sippers too, there's many ways you can support us. You could go follow us, which we said. You could buy from our shop. So we do sell paints, paintbrushes,
Different art kits.
The whole art kit, really, with a beret and everything if you want it. And then we also do our private events. You can book a private event with us.
So guys, if you have a birthday coming up, or you're a company and you want to do a team building event, you can get not just me, you can get Josie. And we'll do a team building event for you guys. It's a great way to get the team talking. It's a great team bonding activity. And with art, everyone absolutely has a great time. So that's some of the things you can do for our sippers.
Yeah, we're still a small business and we need the support too.
So support the Natural History Museum and support Art Sippers at the same time.
There we go. So I'm just painting in the wings. How's it going with you guys?
I'm just having a sip without pressing the bell. I need to make everyone sip. Guys, have a sip. Like I said, this is the perfect time when you have a sip to just take 2 seconds away to just have a little sip and get some perspective on your artwork.
There we go. Who's finding this very therapeutic at home? Let's have a look at some of the live comments. KJ Sambi, hi, how's it going? KJ Sambi's been to a few of our events before. Andrew Hurst, answering the question. Right, so I think that we're good for the wings, you know. Let's wait for them to dry and we can add a bit more detail to them a little bit later. Right, let's mix a nice little grey colour. So again, wash your brush. Big brush is washed. Go down to your medium brush for me quickly. We're going to mix using the medium brush. We're going for a grey colour. So what I need you to do is, again, take the white to the side, find a little clean or dry bit on your palette, and mix just a tad black. It's very, very strong. Tad bit of black in there until you get this kind of grey colour here. Can you see that? And what we're going to do with this colour is we're going to paint it all over the bee's body. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see it in here, but it's basically tiny little hairs, and it's where the light's hitting the hair, and it's just gone slightly grey. So we're going to go in and paint tiny little flicks of paint in there, just to create this effect again of more hair.
Oh no, guess what's happened?
What?
KG Sambi's just dipped her brush into her smoothie.
Ah!
Love it.
So I'm going in with my small brush and some grey paint, and I'm going to go to the art cam here, and I'm going to hopefully you guys will be able to see the tiny little bits of hair. So, oh, that was a bit too much.
I'm loving your answers, guys. Your answers for that question is making me giggle. You guys are being so creative with those answers.
So maybe if you're painting it on and it's looking a bit too light, add a bit more black. So mine was looking a bit too light. Once I actually put it onto the canvas, it was looking a little bit too light. So I'm going to go in, add a bit more black to that colour, make it a little bit darker, and then carry on doing these tiny little bits of
You do that. Jez W says that she's loving the painting. She loves painting the wings. It's very therapeutic.
That was very therapeutic, wasn't
Very,
it?
very therapeutic. And Bunty England says, she says, me, so relaxing and a lot of fun. Thank you.
Aww, I'm glad. You're enjoying it.
And Laura Smith, love my impression of Beyonce.
Oh,
Laura,
very good.
did it help you get the answer correct? Did you get it first?
Elliot hasn't done any singing today.
I haven't. So if you want to see me singing and dancing, Friday nights. That's when I let loose. That's a Friday night. It's the perfect night. It's a Wednesday, so I thought I'll tame myself tonight. But if you want the full show, Friday nights as well. We'll do it on Fridays too.
So I'm adding these tiny flips. Can you see them in the art cam? Probably not. But tiny little bits of grey hair.
Oh, these are like wise old bee.
Wise old bee. This is where we're doing the touch-up. So the bee essentially is a little bit drier now. The paint on the bee is definitely a little bit drier. And by adding all these little hairs, these little grey hairs, it essentially gives it a little bit of depth. So it's probably looking like a very flat bee right now. So definitely going to give it a little bit of depth. It's going to look a lot furrier. And it's going to come off the page a tiny bit. So we've still got an eye there that's looking very white. So if you can paint that eye for me in that grey colour.
That's perfect. While they have it there.
While it's there, while you've mixed this colour, you're going to paint that eye in this grey colour here. Yeah.
I'm so excited to see everyone's drawings. This is something that people haven't done for 40 years, and they're joining us today on this magical, really warm, sunny Wednesday for a Natural History Museum with Art Sippers. Guys, this is amazing. This is amazing for us. Me and Joyce have only been doing this for 1 year, and to be doing this for the Natural History Museum is like a dream come true. Yeah, so we really, really thank you guys for coming and joining us today.
Thank you, Natural History Museum.
It's true.
So we're adding all these little grey hairs. So guys, this is a good time if you've done the grey hairs by now. I've definitely got a bigger canvas maybe than some of you. So just take a second. I know everyone gets really involved in the painting aspect of it. But as we said, the museum really do need donations right now. So this is a good opportunity to just open up a new tab and donate to the Natural History Museum. Just to let you know, the URL is nhm.ac.uk and then /donate. So it's quite an easy one, nhm.ac.uk/donate. Thank you.
So pay what you feel, guys. Pay what you feel. It's a great thing, and it's obviously a great institution, and we would love it to keep going. And obviously, they can't open their doors just like any other business.
So I'm going in with my brush. Once you've added all these grey hairs, again, go in and add a bit more hair to your bee. If it's not looking hairy enough, go in and add a bit of hair. You can add hair to the legs. They're hairy too.
They're quite a hairy little creature, aren't they?
They're just a furball, aren't they?
A big furball.
Furball. So I forgot to add the little hairs to the leg. But I'm definitely going in and adding tiny little bits of hair. So I've added all the little grey bits too. There we go. So it's adding definitely a little bit more depth to the painting. Adding all these little fairy bits. And while you've got that grey colour, I just need you to make it a tiny bit lighter for me. Add a bit of white to it. Let me just show you. Hey, would you be able to grab the canvas quickly? So I'm just popping a little bit of white into that grey to just make it a little bit lighter again. And what we're going to do is we're going to add this detail to the eyes. So let me just show you the eyes on the bee. So can you see it's pretty black. It's got a little bit of a light grey, and then it's got these flicks of light going through it. So it's essentially a tiny bit of white and a really, really light grey. So it's almost like a teardrop shape, a long teardrop shape that goes curved.
I've got a little fact about the eyes, Jojo.
Oh, have you? Go on, bring it.
Did you know that the male bees have bigger eyes to help them find the queen bee?
What's that?
So the male bees have bigger eyes
they?
to help them find the queen bee.
I didn't realise
So
that.
if it's a male bee, make its eyes a little bit bigger. It's always on the scout for the queen.
Mel bee.
The
A Mel bee. Spice Girl bee.
Spice Girl bee.
The Spice Girl bee. Okay, cool. Let's get that light grey colour. And as I said, we're gonna do that little curved. Oh, that wasn't light enough. We're gonna add a bit more white. So I'm adding a bit more white. You want it light enough so you can see it. Here we go. I'm gonna try this colour. Oh, there we go. So you just do it round the front side of the eye. I'm going to just do a couple of little dots there. Create that eye. The eye shape. I'm going to add a little bit more black to this side. Don't need it that grey.
I love doing these classes because you learn so much about bees and other random facts. Like I just found out that, do you know how many eggs a queen bee lays each day?
No.
Do you know what? I might throw that out as a question.
Oh, how many eggs?
I might throw that out as a question, guys. So if you can tell me how many eggs a queen bee produces each day, your name goes up on the board. I'm excited to see if anyone gets this.
So I've just added a touch of white to the eye too. I feel like the fur, especially the hair. Oh, I shouldn't have smudged that in. Around this little bit of yellow needs a little bit of a touch up as well. So first of all, I'm going to just darken some of this bit around the yellow. I'll show you here. To an orangey colour. So we've got all the yellow. I'm just going to can you see this? The edges here, it's just slightly orange. So we're going to mix that colour orange. And then I don't know if you can see, but it's actually got some gold on there too. So we'll add the gold a bit later. But let's do that little orange colour. So using your medium brush, make sure it's clean. Using your yellow that you used earlier, we're going to take some of that yellow aside. And we're going to mix a tiny bit of red or pink in there to make an orange colour. So we don't want it too dark. You don't want it too orange. You just want it a touch darker than the yellow that you had. So I'm mixing that together.
Mix and blend, my friend.
Mix and blend. So I've got my orange colour. I mixed it with the medium brush, but you can use the small brush if you'd like. I might go in with a small brush actually myself.
Do it.
So I'm using the orange that I just made, using my small brush, and then I'm just tapping it around the edges here of that yellow bit. There we go, just making it a bit darker. There we go. Adds just a little bit more depth to it, really. Okay.
So guys, the last question was, what singer is most popular for bees? And a few of you got it right. Some of you even got better answers than was actually on this board. But I've got to stick to the ones that are on here. And the first people that got it right was KG Samby and Sophie Donald. You both got it right at the same time. So it's KG Samby and Sophie Donald. And the answer was Beyonce. Come on, guys, it's a celebration.
You see him making the camera move.
Sorry, guys, I made the camera move.
So I'm just adding that darker kind of yellow, orangey colour. You can add another bit of yellow as well while you're there if it's still seeping through, if you've got any of that background seeping through. Make it a brighter yellow. Make it fluffy around the edges, don't forget that bit. Okay. I think nearly there with the bee.
You guys are doing really good.
I'm going in again with my small brush, a little bit of black, and just adding again a tiny bit of fur. I'm going to bring it to the main camera and just show you.
Got a question, Josie, from Mary Hughes. Hello, Mary, we love you. So the grey hairs, is it just highlights on the bee or all over? It's just hard to see them on your painting.
So yeah, it's essentially all over. So I've added it. So there's going to be loads of different hairs on that bee's body that's going to be hitting the light. So essentially all over the body, there's just these tiny little flicks of light grey, as you can see. But yeah, it's just tiny little flicks. It's almost like little lines. Like imagine you were drawing a hair, just draw loads of tiny little hairs all over. Now I'm just painting in a little bit of fluffy hair onto the bum part of the bee too. Can you see that? The little tail, the bottom part, adding in the fluff, just so it goes over into the bottom.
Love it, absolutely love it.
And do that as well into the yellow. And it's still, if it's still, yeah, if it's still a little bit wet, that's fine. Sorry, let's just keep. When you're using this small brush, you're gonna have to keep dipping into the paint because it runs out quickly because you just have it on the tip.
And when you dip, you know what you gotta do?
Yes,
Have a sip. Come on, guys, we're art sippers. We create art. We have a cheeky sip.
there we go. And I'm doing it again into the fluffy band, the yellow band here.
I like that. So Bunty's saying that, will we have this up on Facebook afterwards? Because she has to go soon. Yeah, so you can get this on YouTube and on Facebook. So don't worry, guys. Take your time. This will be up straight after the show.
Using that orange or yellow that you had, I like to just add a little touch of orange and yellow to the kind of the bottom of them triangles that we did originally. Do you remember when we did them triangles? Imagine doing them triangles, but just colouring in the little bottom part of it, so the wider bit.
Oh, I love those little highlights. They really make it pop.
And this is where your bee's legs will come alive a little bit. Yep, and then we do a big one down here too.
Can you guys see that? You see those little details? They really make a big difference.
Remember that this is a leg here too. Yeah, it does actually really make a difference having these little bits. So I'm just using an orangey yellow colour, one of the ones we mixed up for here. Just add your touch. What time is it? Okay, cool. Let's get on to some bits in the background. Your bee is looking really cool. We haven't added the detailing in the wings, but we'll do that in a second. But let's add some. No, actually, no, we'll do that now.
We're going in.
I'm trying to remember if I did that. I did do that at the end, but I did it when the whole painting was dry. So it's actually best to do that right now.
VL Hannah said, where is the stinger?
The stinger. It's usually at the bottom, isn't it?
It
Down
is.
here.
It is.
I didn't include it on my bee. It's kind of, my one's like tapped underneath. But usually it's like right, you can actually do it. It would be right at the bottom. It would kind of be down here. Mine's kind of like tucked in, but it would kind of be like down here.
Did you guys know that not all bees sting?
No, not all of them do.
Did you guys know that? Some people don't, but not all bees actually sting. Actually, only the female bees sting.
Ooh.
You learn something new every day, guys. You learn with art sippers. Not only do you create art, have a sip, get some knowledge.
I do actually like to add just a touch of light grey hair to the bottom too. Just a couple of little bits of light grey hair. Just makes it look a little bit more realistic.
It does.
They are quite fluffy and white, but if you just add a touch, and you can even add a touch of yellow in there too. Sometimes the yellow kind of bleeds a little bit at the top. They have a few little yellow bits there.
I asked them a little bonus question, didn't I, Jojo?
Yeah, what was that?
So the bonus question was,
how
many eggs does a queen bee produce every day?
Go for
It's
it.
a lot.
How many?
Do you think you can get it?
Thousands. 2,000?
Bang on! 2,000!
2,000!
She got it right! She's not going to go on the board though. I'm going to give it to one of you guys. So the person who we're going to give that to is Jazz W. You're on the board. That means you're going to have a chance to win some prizes. Guys, I don't know if you know the prizes, but they're amazing. The top prize is 2 tickets to the Natural History Museum's Silent Disco.
Oh, yeah.
Yoga event. So whatever you want. And the second prize is 2 tickets to one of our Art Sips Experience shows. And then the third prize is 2 tickets to the Wildlife Photographer of the Year exhibition.
Yeah.
So these are some great prizes, guys. So make sure you answer fast, because these could be yours.
So guys, I'm just gonna, Elliot, do you want to set up the art cam? I think it's just switched up.
Let me sort it out.
I'm using the coral that we made earlier. So remember that coral colour we made? Which is, Elliot, hold that cutting for me.
Yeah.
Remember that coral colour we made, the peachy, it's more of a peachy colour actually. What we're going to do is we're going to use that to just do the details on the wings. Thank you. And this is just a bit like a mosaic kind of thing. So if you want to do the outline of the wing, I definitely need more on my brush. Just do that all the way round. You don't have to do it in coral. You can do it in like a grey. I've done coral because it kind of goes with my background.
Give that a try
And
again.
it's a bit, thank you, a bit of an Art Sippers colours. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a mosaic. So we're going to do like a little, like a curvy line. I don't know what shape that is. It's like a curvy line that goes from this side all the way down and then around. And what we're going to do, we're going to do another one. Elliot, can you bring my palette over, please?
Of course.
Thank you. I'm going to just have to stand there quickly while I dip.
Dip.
Thank you.
And guess
So-
what you do when you dip?
And dip. So we're just going to do some little thank you. So we're just going to do that. So can you see it's just kind of like a little loop, little loop, little loop, and then one that goes all the way to the end.
Oh, I like those loops. Really good.
And we're gonna do that the other side too. Just like some wavy lines connecting.
It's adds such a nice bit of detail in those wings. Just makes them stand out just a tad bit more.
This is probably a little bit brighter than I hope. If you want to know how to do the coral colour again, you essentially just mix a bit of white and pink together, or white and red together, and then add a tiny touch of yellow.
Are you guys liking this? Are you guys enjoying Art Sippers? If it's your first time, let us know. We can't see you guys.
Go back to the
This
art cam.
is completely virtual. And what does that mean? We cannot see you. So if you're having a good time, let us know, guys. We have been doing this for a year, but we haven't really been doing this online. So since the lockdown, like I said, we decided to take our business online to keep it going. And we thought, you know what? Let's put Art Sippers online and see if it works. And 12, 13 weeks on, we're still doing it.
We've done a lot. Show them some of the work that we've done.
Should I give it a show?
So I'm hoping you guys can see this right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, show them both. So guys, we're going to be painting the T-Rex on the 29th of July. And I actually started the painting yesterday. There's definitely some bits that I still need to do.
So you're going to basically get a sneak peek.
Yeah, guys that have joined today, you're going to get a sneak peek at the T-Rex.
You guys excited? No one's actually seen this.
Nobody. We haven't even shown the natural history.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if we can actually do this. We're giving you such a sneak peek. They're going to be like, what are you doing? So guys, this is for you. If you're here today, you're going to see...
I haven't finished it. I haven't even put the teeth in it yet, but you'll see what it's going to look like.
So what day is this? This is going to be on the 29th of July. We're going to be painting the T-Rex. And here it is, guys.
Yeah.
This is a little sneak peek of what we're going to be painting. This. So it's not even finished yet. So if you like this, guys, this is what we're going to be painting on the 29th of July. So put this in your diaries, guys, because this is going to be rawsome. Raw. I did that on the spot as well. Quite proud of myself.
So yeah, guys, we're going to be painting the T-Rex. That's very expressive, big brush strokes. This one's a little bit more delicate. There's the bee. So I'm doing the same thing on the other wing. Just adding that detail. Again, like I say, you don't have to do it in the coral colour that I did. You can do it in a really faint kind of grey colour. You can just see from the sides. I can see it there. So you can just see kind of some of the mosaic-y kind of type lines we done.
Did you guys like that, T-Rex?
It's like loads of hills upside down.
That's a good way
If
to
that
explain
makes
it.
sense. You can always go in with a bit of white paint as well. Just if you wanted to make the wings any darker, if you wanted to add any kind of, I don't know, skin texture. I don't know what are wings made out of?
That's a great question. Does anyone know what wings are made out of? What material?
You can add that into the wings just to bring them out a little bit brighter. And I think it's time for the background. I've been saying that for ages now. Let's add something. Let's go to the background. Oh, I leant on my bee's body and it's gone a bit black in some areas.
That's okay.
It's okay.
That's the thing about art, guys. There's always happy little accidents. There's always happy accidents all the time. You realise, oh, I've done a little mistake. It's not a mistake. It actually always adds to what your art piece was supposed to be.
Right, let's go in with some turquoise. So if you've got teal, turquoise, phthalo blue, let's go in with that colour. And we're going in with our palette knife. So if you've got a palette knife at home, grab your palette knife.
Guys, this is one of my favourite tools.
It's good fun. So can you see the way I've applied this
show them how to do
paint to the palette knife? So I've added it to the bottom. So that's the bottom. So it's like a spoon. You could essentially maybe use a spoon. I haven't used the spoon, but maybe the curve.
Yeah, the curve, it could work.
The curve with a flat spoon. If you've got a flat spoon, is there such thing? Just try and get something that's quite flat. And you put the paint on the back of the palette knife. If you haven't got a palette knife, let's pull that quickly for me.
There we go.
You could use your big brush. You could wash your brush. You can kind of get some of that paint on the bottom of the brush, and you can use it in the same kind of way. And what we're going to do is we're going to be dragging this paint across the canvas. And when I say we drag it so lightly. So what we do is we barely touch the canvas, and we just kind of pull it along. So you barely touch it. As soon as the paint hits, you just kind of pull it along.
Kind of stroke it.
So,
it smells like a stroke, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more like a stroke. So you just kind of, you can practice on your palette or something else beforehand, but you don't want to press it down, because if you press it down, you're not going to get any texture.
Yeah, it's a bit of a harsh
approach. What we want to do is, we want to get that nice texture. So
before that, Joe, can you give a close-up of the wings?
Yeah.
I think Livy Coddy Watts, we're coming to you. We're doing this for you, Livy. Hope you can see this. So this is the kind of, I think it's just because the light.
A little bit of
Yeah, give it a little tilt. That's the ticket. There we go.
darker.
Hope you can see that, Livy.
There we go.
And guess what, Joe?
Yeah.
Michael Leachman, aka the Gym Bandits,
Gym Bandits.
they're going to be celebrating their 11th year wedding anniversary on the 29th of July. And do you know what they're going to be doing?
What?
They're coming to join us on the 29th to paint the T-Rex. You find that amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome, and congratulations.
Congrats, guys, congrats. Check out the Gym Bandits. They're amazing, guys. They've got all the gyms you could.
They've got the most
Love.
awesome home bar in the world.
It does make me slightly jealous.
We are super jealous. We've thought about converting our little shed into
It's true. Check them out, Gym Bandits.
Right. I've got Elliot still holding the palette knife. I'm going to show you how to do it. So as I said, you can practice on something else. I'm just going to add a bit of this dark kind of phthalo blue in certain areas on the canvas. So what I'm going to do is, as I said, just lightly touch the canvas and drag it down. So lightly touch it and then just kind of drag it down. Can you see how it's creating that little bit of a texture?
Love it.
You don't have to do this if you don't want to. It's completely up to you.
Yeah, this is just a little Brucey bonus.
Just adding it in certain parts. So I like to do some down here. Get a bit more. You could do different things with this palette knife as well. If you wanted to get kind of some fast kind of lines, strokes like that, you could do that.
That was really good. It looks like movement on the page. That's why I like those kind of fast strokes.
If you press too hard, it just go kind of quite flat, but that's fine. You can get some of that in there too. So I'm adding some of these over this side too.
Just put it wherever you feel. That's why I love the palette knife.
I'm leaving this area for the flower. Just put a bit up there.
Is there any specific places that you're putting it, Joe, or is it?
No, I'm just kind of seeing where I feel it needs it, really. I feel like it needs a little bit dark there and there. So I'm washing my palette knife, getting all the paint off it, and I'm going to go in with some white.
Before that, Joe,
Yes.
can I tell them something?
Go for it.
I need to give them a quick arty fact.
Go.
Guys, I want you to get on the board because the prizes are amazing. I told you, they are top prizes for the Natural History Museum. So here's one coming to you. What is a bee's favorite sport? It's nice and easy beasy. So what is a bee's favorite sport? Guys, you're gonna get this. You're gonna kick yourself if you don't. Go on, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Go. So I'm doing exactly the same thing with some white paint. I'm going in with some white paint in certain areas. So I might do some here. You can go in with the brush and just do brush strokes if you wanted to, or you can leave it neat and just have a nice, neat painting. I'm going in with a bit more white.
Just going in, guys.
I've definitely run out of white on my palette now, so going over the coral parts a little bit, bringing some white down here. And you can go for pops of colour. You can go for a pop of pink. So let's just take that out and get some pink on there too. So as I said, it's on the back of my palette knife or my brush. I'm going to go in with a pop of pink over in the corner.
Oh, that's striking, that pink.
So my favourite colour, fluorescent pink.
That is absolutely amazing. Some art kits don't always have that pink. But luckily,
we've got magenta pink in ours.
Magenta pink is in the Art Sippers kit. So if you want some of this lovely striking pink, head to artsippers.com/shop and you will find this in one of our art kits.
Okay, I might just add just a touch more over here. Maybe a bit over here. There we go. Guys, let's do the flower, shall we?
I'm all about flower power.
So, I actually used the palette knife. Well, actually, no, I went in with the, I'll show you. I went in with my small brush to start with, and I kind of painted out the flower using my small brush and some bright pink. And then to get this kind of textured effect, I used the tip of my palette knife. If you haven't got the tip of a palette knife, like a straight kind of palette knife, pointy palette knife, you can actually use the back of your brush for this one, and you could just get a bit of paint on there, and you just keep flicking it up in that kind of motion.
Great technique.
And just kind of make sure you leave a little space if you wanted to for the middle. If you want it to look more like a thistle, I would say go for more of a purple colour and just miss out the middle bit, because thistles are definitely just a lot more.
This is like a plum thistle. A nice little plum thistle, this one. Sip, sip, guys.
So let's go for the flower.
So, guys, have you had an extra sip? Have you topped your sips up?
Let's say this is the middle. Let's just say this is about the middle. If you can see on the outcome. Can you see on the outcome? Let me bring you up to here.
We're going to bring you closer, guys.
So I did that. I just imagine where the middle of the flower is, and then we're just going to go up. So these are the angles in which the petals are going. So this one's curved around this way. This one's kind of curved around this way. These ones are quite straight. And then these ones go out like that. And as it kind of comes round to the front, these ones are kind of coming smaller, just kind of like that. I know my paint's kind of dry, but that's the kind of angle.
We need to dip and sip, Josie.
Dip, dip, dip.
Now she dips.
My paint's nearly out now, guys.
Oh no, Josie's run out of sips. Have you guys run out of sips?
Nearly.
So it's the perfect time. If you want to get some more sips, this is where it's the perfect time to donate to the Natural History Museum, guys. So we're doing this in collaboration with Natural History Museum, Art Sippers, and Natural History Museum. And if you want us to do some more events with them, all you got to do is donate. So it's nhm.ac.uk/donate. Pay what you feel, guys, and every donation will be going to such an amazing, amazing cause.
So I added just a little bit of magenta pink in my fluorescent pink, just to make it a little bit more vibrant, darker. The fluorescent pink is definitely quite transparent colour, so I'm adding my flower. And I think I might go in with the palette knife now. So I'll show you what I meant. So I'm using the very, very tip.
Just a tip.
Of the palette knife, and just getting a little bit of paint on there. And I'm essentially just bringing it up. But you need to keep dipping. You'll need to keep dipping for that one. And just bring it all the way up and just keep doing these flicks all the way up. And you can actually mix loads of different colours if you wanted to. We'll try not to mix too many different colours. You might want to use like a light pink, a dark pink, a purpley pink. Try and stick to a colour scheme rather than doing like blue, red and yellow, because it'll just turn kind of brownish. But just do your little flower like that and just keep going. I'm going to rest the canvas down so I can keep dipping. I don't know if the art comes there, you can see it. I think your battery's just about to run out on the art cam.
Oh, we've got Ariana Malmberg. I hope I've said that right. Where are you guys from? Well, she says, I love your video and I love your excitement. I'm really happy I came across this channel. Oh,
thank you.
We love kindness. We love positivity. That's what we're trying to create at Art Sippers. We are a friendly, kind environment that we have one rule. We have only one rule, and that is no judgment. So if you're having a good time, we want you to pass art on.
Yeah, share it.
So that's our hashtag, pass art on. Share this with your friends, share this with your families. We want everyone to get creative. Once you get creative, you realize that everything is just fun because you can create a better future. So if you like this today,
it breaks
pass
down
it
your
on.
barriers.
It does.
So the insecurities that you feel before painting, and once you feel good about it and you continue doing it, like that kind of goes into everything. You kind of start thinking, oh, I'm going to give that a shot. I'm going to try that now because I thought I wasn't good at painting, but I was actually good at painting.
So true.
I might be good at abseiling. I don't know. So I'm just literally doing that flower, rest of that flower. I haven't done the middle, but you might want to do the middle. Okay, you can make your flower, your thistle, really big, really small.
Yeah, mix up, guys.
Down the sides.
Rhiannon Hill said not got a lot in her cup. So that means that she's been sipping quite a bit. That's not bad. We're all about the two things together. We love a quick paint and sip. So if you need to top yourself up, go for it, Rhiannon. And Michelle Castiglione, I can say it right now, she's going to get herself some paints. Yes,
Yay.
Go order yourself some paints, guys. It's artsippers.com/shop. And we've got some amazing things on there. We've even got
Bringing in some white.
our signature berets and aprons. So guys, if you want to get some berets and aprons and you want to look the part while you paint, go to the shop. You'll see. You'll see.
It makes you more talented with a beret and an apron.
As soon as you pop on a signature beret,
yeah,
it just gives you the artistic ooh la la.
It'll be even better. So I've just added a little bit of white into there too. I'm going to add the middle part. Just using my medium brush. Just going to add a little bit of yellow in there. I like the pop of yellow. You might want to do white. It's up to you. And I might just do the flicks of phthalo blue
I love a bit of
So
phthalo.
that dark colour that I added into the background, it looks like it's slightly like, I don't know, greenery, grass. I actually like to do the leaves, so I like just to. Oh, it's got a bit green because I had yellow on my brush.
Go on, give it a nice little
But
wash.
that's not the worst.
It's not bad.
It's kind of green anyway, so it's fine. And I'm just doing little abstract
It's
kind
nice
of
and
leaves.
abstract. I like that.
Yeah. I think it's good to add this point, step back, have a look where it needs maybe more white added, where it needs different colours added.
That's true, guys. So if you've been at your art, so just take 2 steps back for a second and look at it from a distance. This is the perfect time to get some perspective on your artwork.
And it's time for the honeycomb effect.
Woohoo! This is actually some of my favourites, guys. This is when it gets really exciting.
So I've got gold paint. You can either paint it onto your bubble wrap or you can dip your bubble wrap.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna paint it on there.
She's gonna paint it.
Just because I think my gold paint, because it's so hot, I think it's just got a little layer. Maybe it's dried on top. So I can actually spread it out on my palette and then I can dip it. So I'm gonna dip my little bubble wrap.
You got 2 different sizes.
I've got different sizes. I'm gonna dip that. I'm gonna get a little bit of paint onto this bubble wrap.
Nice.
Sometimes it's good to kind of dab the bubble wrap on something like maybe your palette or something first, just so you get
the access.
Yeah, so it's not too much.
Makes
That's
sense.
why it's kind of good to paint on the bubble wrap. I'm just dipping it because I'm quite lazy, but paint your bubble wrap if you just want a tiny bit of paint on it.
Paint your bubble wrap so you don't have
And if you
all
just
the
want to hold that
excess.
for me, Elliot, quickly.
There we go.
And now it's time to choose where you want your honeycomb effect.
Ooh, this is a decision. Where do you want it?
I want mine here. If it goes over the antenna, I'm going to just paint over that antenna.
Here you go, guys.
So-
Guys, have you got your bubble wrap? We
Thank
did put it
you.
in the tools for everyone to get some bubble wrap. I know a lot of people have been buying some things recently, so you must have some bubble wrap somewhere. If not, you can always improvise.
Yep, so I like to just tap the bubbles a little bit and then peel it off.
Oh, cheeky. Yes!
Go!
Come on!
I definitely need to, I probably put a bit too much there, but I definitely need to paint over
I'm loving that,
the
though.
antennas. It looks
Guys, you see how much that makes a difference. It
And then
really does add
I'm
that
not
texture.
gonna add any more paint. I'm just gonna dip. I'm just gonna use what I've got left,
She got quite a bit in there.
and I'm just gonna add it in certain other areas of my painting. So it's got the honeycomb effect.
Yes! I'm so excited.
So excited!
And guess what? We
Wow.
got Mummy and Becky Shepherd. Mummy and Becky Shepherd,
Yay.
37 today, and she's having a birthday drink.
Oh,
Painting
yay.
with Mum in Bournemouth. And they said, thank you for a great night. I love
Yay.
Bournemouth. Bournemouth's amazing. You have literally one of the best beaches ever. But actually, we went there, didn't we, Josie? Was it a year ago?
I don't know if it was last year. It was the hottest year of the year.
It was, I think it was 2 years ago.
So 2 years ago, maybe. It was the hottest year ever.
It was. I think it was that
You
year when it was
remember
hot
that
every day.
year where it just did not rain for a long time and it was so hot. It was
Yep.
like 36 degrees or something silly. And I'm just painting my antenna a bit. And we booked a trip down to Bournemouth to stay
Josie
there.
was being lovely. She thought she's going to book me
Yeah.
a nice trip to Bournemouth.
We were
And
going
we
to
were
stay
fully-
there, go to
Fully
the
up for
beach.
this good, because the weather was beautiful for like
So
2
good.
months. So the one day we decided to go, what happened?
It chucked it down.
Torrential rain for like
Absolutely.
48 hours.
Chucked
We
it down.
stepped onto the beach, literally stepped onto the beach,
I think we took a picture next to one of the beach huts and then it chucked it down.
chucked it
I
down.
was so
and we're like,
grumpy.
so yeah, this is the best. I was still grateful because it was away in lovely Bournemouth. But we do love Bournemouth.
We do.
We do love it.
So I'm using my big bubble wrap as well. So this is how you would paint it because I'm not going to dip that in now. I'll just paint the little tips there. Just a little bit of paint.
So
I'm
Jasvinda,
using bright pink. Yeah.
Jasvinda's using corrugated card for the effect.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, you could use corrugated card. You could use any kind of tools that might have a little text to them. I'm trying to think now. I literally gone mind blank, but you could use anything around the house. So I've got my big bubble wrap and I'm just going to add it in certain areas where I feel that it needs a bit of pink.
Oh, I like
I'm just gonna
that.
put
So that's
that
with the bigger bubble wrap.
Bigger bubble wrap now. I'm just going to maybe put a little bit down here.
Love it.
And there we go. Guys, I think we're pretty good to go.
We're getting there.
Do some. I think we're going to go live to a couple more people.
Before that, I'm going to tell you the answer, guys. The answer to the last question. I give you a lot of time to get this one, and many of you got it right. The question was, what's a bee's favorite sport? It was nice and easy. It was rugby. Did anyone get it? Yes, you did. Person who got it right first was Alana Chesney. Come on, Alana. Yes, your name's on the board. Josie's having a cheeky sip.
Cheeky sip.
Are you guys sipping with us still?
Right, guys. I think it's time for us to go live to some more people at home. So
Amazing.
we've got a few more sippers.
So, sippers, are you with us? We are going to go live to see what some of our sippers have created. So we are almost
live to Judith, maybe.
Oh, we're going to go to Judith. Judith McKinley. She's one of our amazing sippers.
I think she's in Scotland.
I would say Glasgow. Am I right?
I don't know.
Let's
Where
ask.
are you
Let's
from?
ask Judith if
Judith.
we're right. I'd love
Hi,
to see.
Judith.
Yes.
Yeah, look.
Hi. How you doing?
Barbarian! Yes! Oh, we love Judith. Come on, guys. Raise your glass to Judith.
Where's my Judith? How's it going, Judith? Have you finished your bee? Oh,
Mm.
it's paused a bit.
Oh,
Oh, we can see it. We can see it, Judith. We can see it.
It's got a little flower. Look at that, guys. That is incredible. It's so fluffy, furry. You've done an amazing job. How did you find it today?
I loved it. Really good.
Oh,
Really good. I love making the bee furry bits.
Oh,
And a furry bee.
it's cute. It's so. What have you named your bee?
yes.
Busy. He's busy bee.
I'm loving that flower as well. That's such a bright, beautiful flower. That's such a summery painting. Are you going to give it to someone? Are you going to hang it up? Because I know you've got such an amazing collection, Judith.
I've got some more things to buy, and I've got some this week, so I'll need to find somewhere to put them.
Yeah, running out of space now, surely.
What a lovely art collection. Are you sipping?
No,
What are you
not.
sipping?
I've got too much.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm trying.
Debris! Amazing! You're drinking the same as we are.
That's so amazing. So let's quickly see your art
It's
again.
lovely.
I just interrupted you. We want to see your art, Judith, on the wall.
Let's see your home gallery.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, we've still got yeah.
Look at that.
You've got the hummingbird, the otter, the bugger.
Guys, give Judith a round of applause.
So talented.
Oh, well.
Super talented. It
Judith,
looks great.
we love that, and we love you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
We can't wait to see your final masterpieces, and we hope to get that on the wall of fame.
Make sure you send it over to us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Judith. I think we might have a slight delay, but we love you, Judith.
You're the best.
Love that, guys. Guys, did you see that collection? So
She's
Judith
so talented.
was painting some of the artworks from our previous events as well. So she had the otter.
She did one where it's cuddling its baby.
It's so sweet. I saw the hummingbird, and we've got all other artworks as well. So that is so lovely. Judith, we love you. We're going to go to somebody else, aren't we?
Yes, let's do it.
Jenna!
JB Hadders.
JB Hadders, is she with us?
Yay!
There she is. Hello, Jenna.
So good to see you. How have you been?
How have you been? Are you enjoying the lovely summer day? The swarmingly hot day?
It has been so hot today. I was so hot at getting ready and having to wash my hair because I was coming on here.
Guys, she's looked good for you.
Yeah.
She's got fresh with flippers.
Beautiful. How have you done today?
I've been working, so I stepped out in the garden for a little bit and then I was working and did this.
It's worth it. We want to see your amazing creation, Jenna. We're
Are
excited.
you ready?
I'm not sure, but yes, come on. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, come on.
Look at that.
Guys, give.
That's nice magenta pink. It's like
It's so
a burgundy
good.
wine colour. Love it.
Guys, are you seeing this? This is in less than 2 hours creating magic. It's magic, guys. Absolutely magic.
Jenna, you're quite creative anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, I do. Well, I work in the arts industry. I work in theatres, which is why I've got my theatre.
Hey,
today.
the show
So
must go
support
on.
theatres, guys, please. I've
Yeah.
been. My friend came across your page during lockdown, and we both love drawing. So we've done a few different ones. I've got them down here.
Oh,
So my first one was the Toby.
yeah. Collection.
This one was my favourite because I've got it in a frame, the mermaid, and then I've got a couple of the others.
Sorry,
The lion.
Guys, are you seeing these?
But a couple of them have gone. My friend Charlotte, who's watching, hi Charlotte, she's got the protest parrot, and Amy's got the flamingo. And they've all gone
So
everywhere.
are you now doing commissions now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, so I just give everything away now. But I also make lots of teddies and stuff. So my Instagram page is Love So Crate. It's like a bit of a side hustle. And here's some of the teddies that I've made before. So this is the one that I use for craft fair. So it's made out of baby grows. So it's like memory bears. You can have it for children or maybe people that have passed away and stuff. And you embroider. I'm on it. There you go. You embroider the little
No way,
thingy.
guys. How gross.
And I've got like different ones that I do. So like a big chunky one with a fat bum. And this one is ever so popular, the little monkey.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
So what's your Instagram handle so everyone can see? Because you're going to get inundated now.
Yeah, it's called Love So Create, and obviously in the arts industry we've a little bit low on product at the moment, so we're reducing our time and stuff. So I'm going to be spending a bit more time on that page in the coming months until we can get back on the stage.
Exactly. The show must go on. The show must go on. Seriously, we love how creative we are. We love those teddies, and I think we're going to get one ourselves. It's my niece's birthday soon.
Definitely.
Love that. Thank you for being
It's all about
creative.
supporting other artists, guys, other creatives. I guess this is the hardest industry right now.
It's so true.
It's been hit quite hard. But no, thank you so much, Jenna.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate you and have a lovely day. Guys, I love it. Absolutely loving it. And then we'll tell you a bit more about what we're doing.
That's right. This is like 25%. Third prize, the ultimate prize, is natural disability. I would for the second prize is rather than that in my life, I'm person as a new elephant from Jordan. And the third prize is wildlife of the year.
Oh, we're back in.
So I think I got to the last prize, the third prize, and that is 2 tickets to Wildlife Photographer of the Year. And again, please, guys, if you really did enjoy today, if you enjoyed painting again, getting creative again, please don't forget to send us your paintings. We love to see them. We love to see your work. We love to see how you got on. We love to put them up on our Wall of Fame. So you could try and feature on the Wall of Fame if you send them through. If you can please send them to our Instagram DMs, that would be the best place. Or go onto our Facebook group, the Sipper Society. If you find the Sipper Society and post them on there, you could definitely feature on the Wall of Fame that way as well. And that's a nice little community that Elliot talked about earlier.
And you'll find the Stanton.
And you'll find the Stanton, and you'll see how he did on this final piece, because I know we saw Kit Kat and Cupcake and the Stanton, so Catherine and Luke. And yeah, and they did amazing work, and we'd love to see what they did at
I want to see Judith's final piece.
Judith, yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Please don't forget to donate. So use this opportunity to donate to the Natural History Museum. That we really do need your donations for that. And Elliot is going to pull the winner. So let's go to the competition wall.
The competition wall, guys. We're back. We are back. So this is the competition wall, guys. We've got amazing names on the board. You guys are quick. You're fast on the answers. So we've got Mark Polivnik. You're on the board. Blue Flaminglet 02. Laura Smith, yes, you're on the board. Cameron White, well done you. We've got KG Samby, Sophie Donald, Jazz W, and Alana Chesney. Well done, you guys. You are quick. You love a pun, and so do I. And when you love a pun, you can win prizes. So I'll put everyone's name on the board in this lovely, what's a pink bin. It's a pink bin. It's a pink bin. So I'll put all your names in here. You can see it. Look at that. All in there. All in there. And then I'm going to give it a good shake. And we're going to go from the third prize all the way up to the first prize. So third prize, like Josie said, this is going to be for 2 tickets for the Wildlife Photography of the Year. Photographer of the Year.
Dun, dun,
We're
dun,
excited.
dun.
You guys excited? I'm so excited.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Okay. Big shake. Good luck, everyone. This is for the third prize.
Third prize goes to number 1.
Number 1.
Mark.
Mark Polivnik, this is you!
Polivnik.
Well done, Mark! Well done. That's
So
amazing.
you
Josie's
get
going
the
to mark
third
them.
prize.
So that's the third prize.
Of the year.
Done. Happy days. And now we're going to pull the second prize. This is 2 tickets to see myself and Josie at an Art Sippers Experience show. And this is going to be coming to you. This is a gift voucher.
Number 4.
Number 4
It's
is
Cameron White.
Cameron White. Yes! Congratulations! That is coming to you. Love it. And we got one more prize. This is the biggie. This is the biggie. This is 2 tickets to either the Silent Disco at the Natural History Museum or yoga. They do some amazing events in there. And this could be yours. Who's
We've
it gonna
got 5.
5?
KJ.
That's KJ Sammy! Guys,
Oh.
that's amazing. Is that, you got it?
Yeah.
Done. Guys, we got the winners. I'm so happy for them. Are you happy for them? We're happy. Everyone's a winner, guys, because guess what? You have taken some art and you've got that in your hand now. So you created a masterpiece. And we're so happy that you joined us today for Art Sippers Experience Show. Are you happy, Jojo?
I'm happy. Thank you so much, guys. Really,
Thank you.
really impressed with everything that we've seen so far.
I can't wait to see your final pieces,
I'm going
guys.
to just say bye to some of you. So thank you, Sophie Donald. Thank you, Laura Smith. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Livia.
Yes.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Bigfoot Forest. Thank you, Island.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Please go follow us. We could do with all
Please
the
do.
support. And thank you so much. We hope you have the most wonderful
Thank you,
day.
Sippers. Enjoy your weekend. It's going to be a swarmingly hot day.
It is already.
It's so hot. We're going to dance our way out to the weekend. And I hope you do too. Enjoy, guys. Thank you so much. We got to go.
It's not Friday. It's not Friday. Thank you, guys.